Hi everyone, it's Allie and we are back with part 2 of my Valentine's Day AMA. If you guys haven't checked out part 1, I advise you to do so first. And part 2, yes, you guys asked me questions on Facebook, Twitter, and even on YouTube. And here we go, we will be answering them, and I am with the lovely Wintergore, who's my Valentine's date. And let's go. So you want to pawn us? Would sex before marriage help someone distinguish between love and lust?
You want to go with that one? I'm just thinking of what to say.
Okay. Well, while you're thinking, I think Liam's thinking about sex. No, I'm kidding. So for me personally, I would say it doesn't matter if you have sex before marriage, or if you wait for marriage, that's cool too. I don't think it helps you distinguish from love and lust. It's more like you have to understand what it means. Like, love is something that you want to be with that person forever, and it's not all about the sex. Lust is literally you're lusting for someone, so you just want to fuck that person. That's all you care about. You don't care about anything else. You don't care about the personality. That's all you want is sex. That's pretty much what is the difference. So, it doesn't matter when you have sex, It's more like, is this all you care about in a person?
Yeah, I think you'd have to ask yourself as well, if say for instance, if you met a girl and she was like, I'll only have I'm basically, she's like, oh, I'm pure, I only want to have sex after marriage, and then you go rush getting married, then obviously that's kind of the only thing you're interested in. If she says like that, and then you're like, all right, and then you wait out for a year or two before you end up getting married and stuff, then obviously you've developed feelings for each other over that entire time. Clearly lust doesn't have anything to do with it, because you've been going dry for over a year. But if say you met someone and were like, oh, I'll only do it when I'm married, and you're like, let's get married, yeah, let's do it next month, let's go straight to the thing now, and obviously you'd have to ask yourself, why am I doing this so quickly? Because it has nothing to do with you loving that person. It's more that you want to make sure that you can fuck her.
Exactly. So, if your relationship just consists of just sex and nothing else, you guys don't do anything else, I would consider that just lust. All you do is just fuck. That's pretty bad. You want, like Liam said, you want someone, in a girl or a boyfriend, your best friend. So you'd be doing other things besides, having coitus.
Coitus.
Big Bang Theory reference. But yeah, you would want to do other things with her besides that, So lust is just literally all you want is sex. Next. Beast from the East. That name is so funny because it rhymes. Any way to cope with a breakup? Also, is there any way to get back with your ex? My ex-girlfriend is the only girl I love at my school.
I give the keyword there, at your school. In a fucking fishbowl. The references to being in the sea, plenty more fish in the sea. You're in a fishbowl at the moment, mate. There's don't even worry about it. You're at school. Until you hit maybe I don't know what level of school he says, how you say university is still school, which is quite strange to me. You say if you move on to further up in school or work or everything like that, you'll meet plenty more people that you'll think you did. At the time you won't think, oh, I'll never meet anyone as good as her again, and then it's oh wait, I have. It's I wouldn't even get worried about that. Right, I'm losing track now. What was the question again?
And is there any way to cope with a breakup?
Oh, and that was the first part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to run down to your local 7-Eleven or perhaps illicit store and get yourself a massive tub of lube, get yourself some tissues, and then just go ahead and hit Bing. Bing is a brilliant search engine. Only time you would ever use it over Google is because it's amazing at searching for porn. This is coming from pre-relationship experience.
Wait, is this from
just
scientific research? Is that scientific research?
Yeah, scientific pre-relationship experience, as I said. Just make sure to slip that one in there. Yeah, and then just crack at it that way. You know that you won't go back to try and fuck your ex-girlfriend purely out of lust.
But so you don't think there's any way he can get back with his ex?
What? Depends on how you broke up entirely, really. Did you cheat on her? Did she break up with you because she didn't like how you were? That happens for a lot of people. You just maybe feels like you've lost interest in her or something like that.
Well, it sounds
or
like she
she has
probably
interest in
broke
other
up with.
people.
Sounds like she broke up with him because, obviously he would have
Yeah,
said that he did something.
yeah, just be careful that she isn't interested in some other guy, because then if you're trying to get back with her, she might just do it again in the future. People that break up with you, if she broke up with you like suddenly out of the blue, and it was like then obviously you can't really rely on her not to do that again in future. She just snaps and breaks up with you straight away for like no reason. It's a bit like, yeah, yeah. Usually that just depend on how you broke up, because a few different factors really.
I agree. I mean, I would probably deal with the breakup a lot different from what Liam would. I mean, I wouldn't get a huge tub of lube. I would no, I would definitely put myself doing other things, go do, extracurricular activities. I don't know, join a gym, do something productive with your life and try not to think about it. I would better myself, and make myself look really awesome, tip-top shape, and then, all I can do is your ex can just stare at you from like the fucking behind and be like, oh shit, I should not have done that. Like I said, always, your ex is an ex for a reason. They should not be in your life anymore. At least personally, because, it's like a lot of problems that would occur anyway if you're still friends with them. Why would you want more, drama? So if you like drama, keep your exes all around, But yeah, I don't know. Usually I would say, yeah, if she broke up with you and you didn't see the signs, I think there's a problem with reading girls. Girls usually will do something every so often to show you that, hey, something's wrong with this relationship. I mean, I know most girls don't really say stuff. They like being like, oh, I think guys can read my mind, and we're not going to say anything about it, and hopefully he can pick up on it. I'm pretty much a loud ass, so I usually say what's wrong. Don't you agree, Liam?
Yeah, anyway, next question.
No.
This is not a question about our relationship. This is a question about...
I'm saying, whenever there's something wrong, I would actually say it instead of fucking, making you guess and be like, what's wrong? No, but, if you didn't see that, you should really start paying attention to, future references. And yeah, when a girl breaks up with you, usually there is a reason why. It's either, something's not hitting off, or there is another guy involved. You are in a school situation, and... I think that's more than enough said. You should really get a girl that's not going to just break up with you with, not telling you why. Next, Florian Eberhorn says, moving in with girlfriend, how to make it work.
If you're moving in with your girlfriend, it should be working already.
I mean,
pretty much...
kind of like moving in, let's just take out the girlfriend aspect. Moving in with anyone can either destroy a relationship or not, because I've heard a lot of horror stories in college or university where two best friends move in and they might just not like each other afterwards. And this is also including girlfriend and boyfriend. I've heard stories like once they moved in, they found out they weren't right for each other. Like, for example, one of my cousins in China, they got married. They never tested out, living together, because I think in China they have like this really weird etiquette where you can't live with each other until you're married. She literally got married within a week. They moved in and they got a divorce because she could not deal with him, in the household. So, I mean, have you ever lived with anybody? What or where?
Yeah, I've lived with people. It's just important to respect each other's privacy, I guess, in certain things. And then, say if you live with a girlfriend, I'd say it'd just be to make sure you keep the house clean. Don't do anything. Probably ask your parents. If you live with your parents, ask them what's the most annoying thing about you living there. And if they just say that you're living there, obviously, just like, no, is there anything that I don't do that you wish I could do? Because you're basically going to move into a house where you'll have to take an equal share in doing stuff.
And responsibility, yeah.
Yeah. And one of the biggest tips would be, which I've actually seen people reference before, is a lot of people think, oh yeah, we'll just we won't need to have any kind of plan on who does the chore, what chores and that sort of stuff. But it's better to have that, say the guy takes out the garbage and the girl washes up, you dry, maybe she does the clothes and you do any fucking thing that needs fixing or any dirty work, that kind of stuff. To to make sure
No, I
like stuff gets
agree.
done. Or like obviously if you're more into doing laundry, like you're into your fabric softeners and that sort of stuff, maybe you'll do the washing instead, kind of stuff. But it's more better to have that kind of split up because then you both know what each other needs to do and you don't ever get into the argument of like, why didn't you take out the trash? And you're like, oh, because like I thought it was your turn and stuff like that. It just gets done anyway. And then whenever, for example, like there's just some common like hygiene things. Like obviously you're living with a girl, make sure to keep the toilet seat clean. Don't piss all over it.
Oh yeah, put the toilet seat back down, please.
Yeah. And
What was that? You're looking at. I mean,
and stuff like that. Just keep like surfaces clean after you've like ate off them. Like say you've had a meal, prepared a meal, wash the surface down, make sure everything just stays nice. Really, unless obviously the person you live with is a complete pig as well. I guess it doesn't really matter. That'll keep them happy.
I think if you're moving with your girlfriend that you guys obviously get along, and yeah, Liam is right. You need to make sure you devise, equal chores, or at least like, it seems like it's fair that, people are, she's doing this and you're doing that. You're not just putting all the weight on the guy, obviously. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to do everything too. And also, make sure you don't spend too much I'm going to assume that you play video games because, you're tweeting me. But make sure you also spend time and, devise, if she's okay with you playing games, make sure you spend time with her. Just because you guys are in the same environment doesn't mean that you're actually spending time together. There's a big difference with that. And girls do require a lot of attention, regardless if we like to admit it or not. But,
yeah, and a lot of the nights as well, you want to be like, let's watch a movie tonight, babe. And it's like, yeah, we'll go watch the movie. I think we should watch this one, that kind of stuff. We'll make her know that, oh yeah, he's like thinking about me, he wants to watch a movie with me later on. Then she might be a bit more okay with you actually going and playing games for like an hour or two.
Exactly. I mean, if she plays video games too, then,
oh, if she plays it,
too.
then obviously play them with her.
Exactly. So make sure you keep the relationship like romantic. Just like I said, if you guys are living in the same place, that doesn't mean that everything's done for you. Keep doing, cute stuff, make her breakfast, one day you wake up extra earlier, like Liam said, movie nights and maybe cooking together. Just make sure you do things together sometimes and, give her space. You need space too. And just communicate. That's the most important thing. Next. This is another anonymous one. Hey, can you put this on your commentary, but put my name as anonymous? And this is raging, by the way. The question is, how are gonna find the perfect person in your life? Okay, this is exactly how it's written, so you guys can't say anything about it. So it's more like, how do you find the perfect person in your life?
On Google.
You didn't Google for your girlfriend.
yeah, I didn't. I'm kidding. All right. I don't know. Someone that you, like I said, we've already really answered this. Someone that you can see as being your best friend.
But how do you find
how
that
to find that person? The easiest way to find people is often being quite social. Get in with the groups that you enjoy doing stuff. So if there's a group of gamers at university, make sure that you're in with the gamers and stuff. So then you're going to meet someone that is like you, because they'll often that kind of stuff. But
I mean, I'm going to be honest, most of those clubs are full of guys. And then if there's like a couple girls, those girls know they're princesses, that they have the pick of the lot. I don't think that's like the best idea.
Oh man, university was pretty mixed. We had lots of like female students as well in the gaming courses, so that's what I meant.
Courses. I mean, over here we have courses and clubs, but I know in courses it's mostly male dominant, maybe a couple of females.
Yeah. It depends what type of person you are. Obviously, most people contacting you are gamers. It's like the similar thing, like how do you find a gamer girl? It's like,
YouTube,
they don't really hang out anywhere. You just like, you happen
YouTube,
upon one in
Twitter.
a game and you happen to be like, just act normal with them. Don't act like, just act normal with them and then be like, just, I don't know, like that. That's how you'd meet them. It'd obviously be in a game on YouTube, Twitter, that kind of stuff.
Oh, man.
Don't make it too creepy, like you're singling them out to be friends with you because they're a girl or anything like that.
I mean, there are. I'm not gonna name. I'm pretty sure if someone's watching this and they're one of those, I know like a lot of people. Like I do check who's following me sometimes, like who they're following, and then there are people who just follow gamer girls, like all of them. It's not even funny. Like it's like you're window shopping.
that Facebook thing that I went on. Some guy followed you and he wrote something to you, and you're gonna reply back to him. And I went, "Don't delete him off Facebook. Don't talk to him again." And you're like, "Why?" And I went, I just looked at his profile and I scrolled down, and the guy was literally stood there with his cock out on one of his photos, and I was like, "Don't talk to this guy again."
Oh man, I remember that.
Yeah.
But I will tell you is I mean, of course everybody wants to find that, girl, and if you obviously if you like gaming, you want a gamer girl. Not all the time that you have to have a gaming girlfriend, because I know it's not the easiest thing to find. It's hard for me to find other girls to game with too. So if you can't find that person, I would say like literally the best place to find someone is through friends, and you're within the circle, like a friends, because at least that that they're not at least maybe crazy, and there's like a backstory, so you can know like what exactly is their, I guess, like you just know that people know who they are, so you're safe.
Yeah, and if they're the kind of person you want to meet and they're quite open to trying new things, obviously, like they should be completely fine with trying to play a game with you at least. I mean,
Exactly.
I know a lot of people that have said, "Oh, I got my girlfriend into playing games and now she plays like all of them." A lot of people start off with things like easy, like Mass Effect, or like obviously you guys might do like even Nintendo games. That was it, like Mario Party, stuff like that. And then you obviously move on to like the slightly more progressive games, and obviously a lot of girls can be very competitive.
Yeah,
so once you get them into something like Call of Duty, they just get hooked instantly, because they love that. If they go like, I know like a few of my friends who've had like girlfriends have gone to gaming, and they'll go like 6 kills to like 18 deaths, but they'll be buzzing because they're like, yeah, girl power, like I killed these guys who practice all the time in this game, and then that gets them hooked and they get better at it, and then you can obviously bring them up to like obviously like your level where they'll be, or even better than you, I guess, if they get, depending on how hooked they get. But obviously while you're doing that, you need to make sure that you're not just trying to get them to play games all the time, and obviously, like I said, take time out for movies and stuff like that.
But yeah, bottom line is if you want to find that perfect person in your life, chances are they might be just under your nose and you don't know it. And let me tell you guys, I know a lot of boys who have girls that they know like them, and are probably the best girl that they'll find that will truly, like you. It's your friend, your best friend, but you don't think of her as something more only because maybe she's not pretty enough. She's not that ideal girl that you see in the magazines. And most of the time when I tell my guy friends who don't believe me, I'm like, just like literally give it a shot, and then they come back to me like, oh my god, this was the person that I should really be with. And I'm like, yeah, why do you want a Barbie doll? And most Barbie dolls are kind of mean, so anyway. But yeah, hopefully that will, as a good tip, is like school. Obviously, if you're not in school, work, and literally go out, socialize. That's what people do. Winnegar, if we were in the same country, right? What would be something like, name 5 things that you think you would get for a girl, like me.
What, for Valentine's Day?
For Valentine's Day, name 5 things.
Take her out for a date, to go for a meal, maybe see a movie. You don't get as much talking done during a movie though, so I'd rather probably go out for a meal somewhere really, really nice, and then maybe have something sorted out home, like say I have some of her favourite snacks in, that kind of stuff. Watch a movie at home where you can sit and chill a bit more. Maybe a bit of coitus, as you said. And no, keep it fresh and keep like something unless she really, really enjoys doing something, and obviously get that done for her. Maybe send her off to get like a massage or something during the day. In the morning, make a breakfast, that kind of stuff.
And is there something that guys expect from a girl on Valentine's Day?
You mean like a blowjob?
But I meant like gifting.
Just saying this for any girls listening.
Yeah.
A guy will always expect a blowjob, so that would be the best gift you could give. Yeah, like loads of people like, thanks Winter, thanks, like Valentine's Day was amazing, like my girlfriend gave me a blowjob because she heard this commentary. I'm like, no problem, brah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, from a girl's point of perspective, you know, some of the things that we do like is probably either getting chocolates or flower. You don't have to go all out and getting a bouquet. If you do have like money, I would say sometimes it's nice to send her a bouquet, get it delivered to her. And also, if you want to do a little nice touch, you send one to her mom too, if you really want to get in, you know, a good word. Obviously take her out on a date, or you can cook her a romantic dinner if you want to either, you know, keep it on a low budget, or it's a little bit more intimate because, you know, you're all by yourself and it's kind of romantic. And sometimes even cooking together or teaching her how to make this meal that you know. And please try out how to cook this meal before you try it out the first time. And, you know, obviously you can plan for a movie or go do something. If you're in a city-like area, you can go for a carriage ride. Even if, let's just say you're on a budget, walking around the city at night is pretty nice, or even anywhere. As long as you know the area is really nice, just think about the location. That's very key. And, you know, anything with romantic candles and anything that's personal, I think is just great. And, you know, for those of guys who are still in school, a love note and also, you know, like one rose is good enough, I think.
Make sure to take the thorns off it.
Stupid. All right, well, if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up and also share it. And if you guys have any questions for us, please, you know, comment below. Bye.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this commentary has possibly helped you get laid in future. If it does, make sure to subscribe to Ali and me for more.
And don't forget, if you guys don't know who Wintergore is, check out his link, and it's below in the description box.